Hello everyone, I'm Francine Marquez
And I'm Dina Ventura,
and
welcome to
PairFect.
PairFect.
Today it's a beautiful show because not only because we have a beautiful weather outside, but we have a very beautiful guest who will talk to us about something inspirational and something that we all could use today inside and out. But before that, let me make some announcements. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph for the latest news, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Daily Tribune is one with the nation in helping fight the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, our digital edition and press reader is now available for free online.
You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Torcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
So,
So,
let's look forward
I'm
to our
excited.
show. Our guest is a mom, writer, beauty empire Ever Bilena's lady boss. She's also the chief sales and marketing officer of EBCI, and she just launched her phenomenal beauty line called Hello Glow. She's beautiful inside and out. Let's say hello to Denice Sy-Munez.
Hi,
Hi,
Denise.
Denise.
Welcome to PairFect.
Hi, thanks for having me. Hi, thanks for having me at PairFect.
Yeah, so how are you? What have you been doing during the pandemic? You're a wife
Have I
and
been
mom, yeah.
well so far really selling and marketing our products and really trying to keep the company afloat and then continue to provide livelihood for employees.
And Denise, so as a mom, a wife and mom, how did you keep yourself busy during the pandemic?
During quarantine,
Yeah.
the first month basically that was like mid-March. So first part of quarantine from mid-March to April, I was basically just at home. We didn't start actually Zoom meeting with the company until like towards April. For the most part, we were just spending time with the family, and that's actually the first time I ever spent so much time at home. So that was refreshing initially, but once we saw the numbers, the sales go down drastically because all the malls were closed. That's when you start to get anxiety, and then that's when we really started working on action steps to see what we could do to at least manage our revenue streams.
Right. So you never the company Ever Bilena didn't stop operations when the quarantine was
Yeah, when the
declared.
lockdown was.
We actually stopped. So I remember precisely, it was March 16. I was at the office, and then suddenly President Duterte said, all non-essential companies have to shut down indefinitely. So we were actually stressed out that day. We were worried because usually we prepare payroll
Mm.
towards the end of that period. So we were rushing payroll that same day. We had to sign off a lot of bank deposits. So at least release the payments in time for our employees. So we actually did not for on March 16. We processed all payroll without actually considering the lates, the tardies, the absences. Um, just so that they could have some money to get by.
Right.
So on March 17, the company shut down completely. And we were actually shut down until I think first week of May.
Tagal.
Around first or second week of May was when we started coming into work. And then that's when we
Tagal.
had our rapid passes issued. And that's when we were able to start servicing all our accounts again.
I see. So
Yeah, so what was running in your mind and your dad, Mr. Duceldo C's mind when all these things were happening? What did you
The
talk about?
the first time, so in mid March when that happened, you're really stressed out because you've never had to shut down for this long of a period. My dad said like the worst kind of crisis he encountered was actually during people power. But that actually did not shut down companies for a long time. They only had to shut down for like a couple of days. But this time for COVID, we actually had to close down for a while, for quite some time, and then you also have people not going to the malls anymore. So it's a bigger pandemic, and with health hazards as well. So it's actually something we've never encountered in our life.
Yes, unprecedented. Denise, how long have you been really active with Ever Bilena, the company? How many
Well,
years?
I graduated from university back in 2014. That was May 2014. Then I had job offers in the US during that time, but my dad kept pestering me to come home. So I debated internally with myself whether I should come home, work for the company, or if I should stay in the US. But after a lot of internal, deliberation with my dad and our family members, I decided to come home because I felt like I owed it to my dad to at least work harder for him because he provided for me my whole life and he paid for my tuition, and then the company was able to give us livelihood. So I felt it was an obligation for me to at least give back and add value to the
Oh, sige,
company.
go.
And how has it been? How has it been since you accepted the job? How was the journey for you?
Well, I started, my first day at the office was actually September 1, 2014. I was a key account supervisor. I handled a chain of convenience stores. And at the time, it's my first job, so I wasn't also familiar with how like people in the Philippines would work. So apparently here you can't be as straightforward. You have to be more respectful. You have to take caution of po, opo, ate, ma'am, kuya, sir. Versus in the US, we call our bosses by their first name. So
Different
here I had to
culture.
adjust a little bit culturally,
Yeah.
but I think over time you kind of get the gist of it. So like as I started adapting to my work, I basically eventually was given more tasks, more responsibilities.
Yeah.
And at the time when I was actually here, I was involved in
I'll be the
marketing, but
third
I saw how we didn't have any
question.
social media presence. So I was telling my dad, bakit wala tayong Instagram? Or like, why is our Facebook so stagnant? So that was one of the
Your
things
dad
we're working
pa.
on initially. Yeah, wala pang Instagram that time. Sabi ko, Ever Bilena so big and we don't have Instagram? So those were the small tweaks, and then eventually, as we went along, my dad eventually turned over product development to me. And so now, until this year, I'm handling direct sales, retail sales, and marketing now. So
I see.
it's basically, there wasn't like really a journey or a step-by-step procedure to like how I
Yeah.
eventually was elevated, but I really just did the job, did the work that needed
Just
to be
went
done.
right
Like,
for it.
Yeah.
yeah, I just really
great.
tried to learn a lot and ask questions.
Okay, very good.
Wow. What an experience. And who knew we'd go this far? Now we're in the middle of a worldwide
I
pandemic.
know.
Yeah. But what's also amazing is that you were also able to launch a product line in the midst of adversity that it's now called what we now know as Hello Glow, and it's very phenomenal. But before we ask you a question related to that, let's first pause for a break from our sponsors for some words.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kaming natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April, at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May, nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
And we're back.
Yes, and we're back with the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer of Ever Bilena, Miss Denice Sy-Munez. And before we had our break, we were asking her, what inspired you to launch Hello Glow? Denise?
Yes. Hello Glow was actually a project we've been working on since 2019 because we saw that there was a proliferation of new, smaller time brands that were actually producing sets that sometimes are not the safest. They use ingredients that are not the most ideal. And then we wanted to at least offer products that people could enjoy while at least achieving the same skincare results without harming their skin long term. So we actually launched Hello Glow in February 2020. So that's actually before the pandemic. But when we launched it initially, it was towards our traditional direct selling channel. But during ECQ, we saw how we had some direct selling partners actually start selling the products through online measures, and they were also recruiting resellers through online. So we saw how the opportunity wasn't maximized through traditional direct selling methods. So by June, we decided to relaunch Hello Glow through our online reselling platform, which we were able to actually generate 300,000 sets in sales in just 1 month, which I think is a milestone for anyone. So it's actually not something we were expecting. So we were really happy with that. And then we saw how an online network, when paired with a good product, can actually help drive a brand and also a lot of entrepreneurs and develop actually sellers into develop customers into entrepreneurs. And that's something we saw that was a source of revenue for Hello Glow during this period.
Yeah, but looking back, what do you think caused the sales to spike up? What need people to get products?
I think we saw a lot of customers who were employees before who lost their jobs, so they had to find ways to make ends meet, and so reselling products was actually one of the income generating options for them, which I think is one of the reasons why Hello Glow something did so well, and of course paired with a good product, right?
Right. Did you have to set up a new system for the direct selling aspect of your business?
Well, what we did was we assigned a couple distributors per area. So from there, it had a lot to do with actually choosing which ones you wanted to partner with and finding people who have the heart to grow the brand with us. And so far, it's been doing okay. If anything, I think in a IT perspective, what we really needed to do is actually set the map really well so that we could trace where the products are going, and then where the distributors are passing them towards, where it's saturating. So those are the things we're trying to actually develop further.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yes, and that's the nitty-gritty of the business. But of course, from the customer perspective and also the resellers, we'd like to know more about the products that you developed. Hello Glow.
Oh yes,
Can you tell us a little bit more about
on
it?
hand with you, right?
Yes, right here. Ta-da!
So
Yeah.
so Hello Glow actually one of the reasons why it's named Hello Glow actually is because we wanted the brand itself to already communicate the kind of skincare experience you'll have when you use it. So it basically already represents what the product would do. It's basically something that can help give you glowing skin, glass skin without any pain, and that's what you wanna have when you're using skin products. You don't want products that cause pain, which are signs of skin damage, and that's something we were able to develop with Hello Glow using all natural whitening actives.
So it's a regimen. Is it a skincare regimen with how many products per set?
So basically, for the skin set, if you open it, there's it's 4 pieces in one. It comes with the cleanser, which is the
Yeah.
soap,
Oh, this one.
a toner, an SPF day cream, and the night cream. So it's basically all you need. The bare minimum that you need to keep your skin glowing.
And people are supposed to use that every morning and evening before they
Yes,
sleep,
every
right?
morning and evening. Although by next month we're actually launching quite a few more new products. Mostly because we see how many people are actually, they're looking for new products to add to their regimen.
Right.
So we are excited actually to see how much people have already, advanced themselves in terms of skincare from 4 steps, which we thought were the bare minimum to at least give them what they need. We saw how many more customers and resellers were clamoring for body lotions, for serums, for aloe gels, for bigger sunscreen. So those were the things we were trying to develop further to at least appease what they're looking for.
Yeah, and then I noticed this really interesting things, the masks.
Yes.
Diba?
Those masks are actually not part of Hello Glow. Those are
Yes.
part of our other brand, Ever
Oh,
Organics.
I see.
Tell us more.
So, Ever Organics naman, it was born, it was actually also developed last year because we had a lot of trade partners from our supermarket accounts, department store accounts telling us that they wanted Korean skincare products at affordable prices. So, that was developed to offer our customers with Korean skincare products that did not break the bank.
Right. So in terms of price points, how much cheaper are your products compared to the
The
Korean
aloe
ones?
gels are actually only 188. In the market, I think the cheapest one now is 199. For the sheet mask, it's 38 pesos, which is very affordable.
Very nice.
Very affordable.
Right.
And then I've actually seen some brands sell sheet masks at 7 pesos on Lazada. But I'm
Yeah.
like, do you trust what's in those? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. So we wanted to offer our customers at least very good quality products at affordable price points from reputable brands that they could trust, that they can be sure of will not hurt their skin. So, and I think Ever Bilena is in a position to do that because of our credibility in the industry.
Track record, right?
Yeah. How attractive are your price points? For
Very
Ever
attractive, right? And the skin set's only 360 pesos. So, and for 360 pesos for a skin set, you have cream, soap, toner, very affordable.
Okay.
Yes, really.
And di ba ang bango ng aloe
I
gel?
know.
So that aloe gel is actually our bestseller, the tomato glass skin
This
gel
one.
aloe vera.
Good, yeah.
Is this what
So
you mean?
if you go to a Save More, an SM supermarket, or a Walmart, you can actually see those already in display in their Korean section.
So
And
this.
yeah.
Oh,
Go
go.
ahead. No, I was just going to say I love the consistency. It's not
Yes.
sticky.
Okay.
It's actually exactly the same quality you could get from higher end brands. We
Right.
just really made it affordable by delivering volume. So we have about, I think, 300,000 pieces in our warehouse when we first brought it in, and then now it's been pipelined everywhere.
Very nice. It's your question.
Oh. So, these are nice products.
The sales have been
they're-
phenomenal.
They're made in Korea.
They're made in Korea. The Ever Organics products are all made in Korea. And it also comes
This
with a
one.
face mist, if you notice. So the
This
face
one,
mist
yeah.
is something.
Very
Yes, you can use that as a primer or after toning. It's a face mist is great because you can use it throughout any part of your regimen, which I actually have right here.
Are you coming up with anything that's for sanitation, like alcohols and antibacterial or antiviral face mists?
Actually, all the products we're developing now, we're incorporating antiviral properties.
Oh, nice.
So, for example, our creams, this one, it actually contains glycerin, and glycerin is known for having antibacterial properties. Our toners have active ingredients like soap nut extract, which actually helps with treating bacteria, cleansing pores. So a lot of our products already contain actives that are helpful to provide additional protection for skin.
Yes. Very
Yes,
nice.
but to answer your question, we're actually not looking into developing, primarily antibacterial products like alcohol because it's already very saturated, in my opinion. Though we are looking to explore home care products for our direct selling
All
channels, so
right.
we're looking at developing more
a
products
break.
for them.
Oh, you're asking the question.
Yeah, okay. Well, we know that sales has been phenomenal, and we'd like to know what was the biggest secret to that, what marketing strategies, and what was the mindset when you were trying to sell it while navigating the new normal. But before we answer that question, let's pause for a break.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Kung nga naman, sir, ba't kailangan pong pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Your first catch. Your first home. Your first big break. Your first date. And even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Ikaw ba ay may pack na cooking skills at bonggang-bonggang level of singing performance? Kung oo, baka ikaw na ang hinahanap na Phoenix Super LPG Calderoque Royalty. Para sumali, sundin lamang ang nasa website ng Phoenix Super LPG Calderoque at i-upload ang inyong best video na kumakanta habang nagluluto. I-like at i-follow ang Phoenix Super LPG page. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Sarap pala magluto. Sali na!
In the days ahead, we need to lean on the values that make us a great company, the Malasakit, for which we are known, and the understanding that as San Miguel, we stand for something far greater than ourselves. That we have the responsibility to extend a hand to those who most need it. It is our sense of duty and obligation, pagkakaisa and malasakit, that will see us through these difficult times. Kwentong Malasakit.
And we're back.
Yes, and we're back with Ever Bilena's Chief Sales and Marketing Officer and the lady behind the beauty line Hello Glow, Miss Denice Sy-Munez. Hi again, Denise. Before we had
Hello
a
again.
break, I was asking you about what was the biggest secret to the sales of Hello Glow, which by now is historic because of the way you marketed it, the way it was accepted by resellers and the buyers. What do you think were the best practices?
I think beyond a good product and a good brand, you really have to have great business partners, and that's what we're blessed to have with our online reselling partners, and even our city distributors and resellers, because all of them, at least the partners that we were able to choose, all have the heart to grow the business, all have the heart to persevere and really survive through this pandemic. What's great about our resellers is a lot of them actually came from nothing. So we have, for example, our regional partner in Central Luzon. She started actually just as a reseller back in the day, only with 3,000 pesos as her seed money. And then she was able to use that to grow her business over time. And until now, she now owns her own store. And now she's our regional partner for Hello Glow. So I think that's an inspirational story. A lot of them have dreams that they want to pursue. And that's why I think as Hello Glow's brand owner, our job is to provide them with products that they can sell easily, that the customers, the market can accept very quickly. And so that's something we're looking on growing further. We're actually developing slimming coffees, beauty coffees, fiber drinks for them, because that's something we saw the market needed, and that's something we saw was still missing in the market. There's not a lot of brands that offer good quality slimming coffee and juices. So that's actually an additional product portfolio we're looking at entering in the next couple of months for Hello Glow.
So very
And also our
exciting.
direct selling partners.
Great. That's great news for dieters.
Yes. If you want to keep
Denise,
fit.
would you be able to tell us like how big is the size of your the direct sellers? Like how many direct sellers and resellers does the brand have right now?
Last time I checked, we have, well, distributors, I haven't checked the final count of resellers, but so far for distributors, we have about 1,200 because there's almost one in every city. So we need to have at least one in every city, and in some places we actually have two in a city because we provide subsidy distributor placements for a city where they can actually place a committed person to resell and to supply for the resellers in that area at the barangay level. So it depends on the regional partner on how much they decide to place or how many distributors they plan to place in a location.
I see. So it's the company and then the resellers and distributors, right?
Yeah, so it's a company, distributors, and resellers. So
I see.
we really work with them to find ways to saturate the market better.
I think right now you're giving hope to a lot of our viewers, especially the moms probably who want to augment their income. How do they go about being resellers?
They can just go to Hello Glow's Facebook page or join our Facebook group, Hello Glow Squad. As soon as they join, they can inquire about distributorship opportunities or reselling opportunities. And they just give their location and then we'll directly transfer them to the business partner for the area.
I see. Are there any requirements to be a
For
reseller
city
or distributor?
distributors up to provincial distributors, usually we prefer someone who has a physical store location. Although for a lot of our distributors currently, we were able to waive that, acknowledging that it's a pandemic and some of them actually had to close down their kiosks. So a lot of them rely only on Facebook and social media for selling. So we actually are just really looking for people with the heart to sell the product and really someone who needs income for survival, because that's really where it kind of ends. You just really need to at least provide value or add income to their household.
We really need something like that right now.
Well, I have a follow-up question. How big is the initial maybe output that a reseller can expect?
Well, initially our requirement was 25 sets to be a reseller, so they can buy 25 sets for 6,000 pesos, which they can sell at 9,000 pesos at SRP. But we saw that there were a lot of resellers who wanted to make an earning opportunity out of Hello Glow but did not have decent capital on hand. So we lowered the requirement to 2,400 for August. And so far it's been helping them a lot. Once we have more products, most likely we might revert it back to at least strengthen our resellers, or to strengthen our reseller stance that not everyone can be, so that they can at least have customers, so that it's easier for them to develop customers without the customers immediately transitioning into resellers, I'm not sure if I made sense.
Yeah, well, makes a lot of sense. You're helping a lot of families as well, not just the entrepreneurs. Your biggest
Yes, and it's actually amazing through Hello Glow. We're able to see so many customers upgrade into resellers immediately. Just goes to show how much entrepreneurial spirit the Filipino has, and how they were just unable to tap it beforehand because there was no need for it. But now, because of COVID, everyone has to really find ways to generate income, and a lot of them have found their entrepreneurial spirit, which I think is very admirable.
And how did that make you feel as an owner of the company who made this all possible for them?
Well, as the brand owner, I think you have more pressure. There's more pressure on my part to at least help them maintain that income. So we have to market double time and triple time to at least help make the brand more competitive, so it's easier for them to resell the products. And also really producing providing more products for them to sell and maintaining inventory. I think that's something that Hello Go was able to achieve that a lot of other brands weren't. A lot of other brands in this reseller market, they run out of stocks quickly,
yeah.
so that when the distributors sell out, they don't have stocks that they can reorder quite quickly. So at Hello Go, we really make sure we have more than enough stocks on hand so that whenever people need to order, we can supply them immediately so that there's no lost sales opportunity.
Denise, what are your biggest learnings about yourself as a business leader? What are your realizations?
During COVID,
Yes, during COVID, when you were trying to navigate what the new normal will be.
I think it helped during this period. It actually helped me analyze the market better, have more, be more objective about things. Because during COVID, during quarantine, I was really stressed out. I was so anxious because our sales were dropping. I was so stressed out because there was no people entering the malls. So I was talking to my dad and our sales manager and marketing managers about it at the office. And then we decided to just really look at things more objectively. So we cannot control how many people go into the stores, but we can control at least what's available. So at the retail standpoint, we made sure all products were properly replenished in stores. So at least whenever there's a customer and they need Ever Bilena, we have products that are available to sell to them. For the reselling market, I was stressed out initially because I wasn't sure how to at least market to them properly, how to at least address some of their concerns. So it kind of was all just about understanding things more objectively and putting aside emotions so that we can focus on what's needed to be done. And I think that's what really helped me throughout this journey so far, to really be more factual, to stick to the basics, and really understand our consumers better.
Possibly very very hard because it can be quite an emotional time for everybody. But do you have any other questions, Francine?
Well, I just want to, so how has it been so far? Based on these learnings, well, this is the now normal, as they say. How are you embracing it?
I don't embrace it, but
that-
you're
this
kind
is
of
the
forced to
reality, yes.
work around it. So right now, even with my dad and my uncle, they were telling me it's really just about survival, and it's really just about making sure we help as many people as we can through this business. So my dad even told me it's not about generating profit even. He was telling me it's about making sure we break even, we maintain productivity, and deploy as many employees as we can to keep productive, and then to help as many resellers as we can on the online selling standpoint. Because my dad thinks the online, and I believe it, that the online sellers are actually the new backbone of the economy. They're the new sari-sari stores. And so he wants to be able to play that role in helping them, especially during this difficult time where a lot of people have lost their jobs. And that's actually also why in May, my dad and I and our management decided to release ayuda in the form of Hello Go packages. And we actually saw a lot of our beauty consultants transform from being an employee into a reseller. So some of them have actually resigned and
Gone full-time.
pursued reselling full-time. So we lost a great employee, but at least we were able to develop a new entrepreneur. And then while there are other employees who are blessed to continue to come to work because their stores are open. So I think it's really just about making the most out of the situation and really trying to find ways to help each other out.
I think that's the kind of heart that makes companies last or endure
true.
throughout whatever challenges. So before we end the show, we would like to ask if you have any other messages for entrepreneurs in general and women. Denise?
For entrepreneurs in general, I think my only advice is to not lose hope. There are times that it gets very difficult and you feel like giving up. And I'm one of them. My dad's one of them. There are times when you just wanna give up and then quit because it's so hard. But you really have to think of the bigger picture. So from our end, when my dad and I were talking about our stress, our anxiety, my dad was telling me the main reason why he went into the business after providing livelihood for our family is really providing livelihood for those who depend on the company. And so that's what he keeps telling me. It's all about the people. It's all about the people that we're able to help. Because at the end of the day, if your company doesn't help people, then why is it in existence, right?
Right.
So I think it's really about first surviving on your own, and then next looking at how many more people that you can help through this venture. And I think when people look beyond just making profit and look beyond just generating income and look at how much they can help at the at the like macro level, then that's when they can feel more empowered to continue their job. Because beyond just helping yourself, you see how many more people you're touching, and I think that's very important for any entrepreneur to look at people that they're able to empower through their business.
Very
Well,
beautiful.
Yeah, such inspiring words from Denice. But we're down to the last moments of our show. But before that, we'd like to make some announcements regarding our social media promotion. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Daily Tribune is one with the nation in fighting the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with that, our digital edition on Press Reader is now available for free online.
You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
So on that note, thank you, Denice, for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you
having
for
me.
sharing your thoughts. Most appreciated.
Yes, and we can't wait to try the Hello Glow products that Denice develeled. So on that
Thank
note,
you.
Yes, and the coffee, something.
Please tag me when you use them
yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very
and
much.
add me on
Denise.
Facebook.
Yes, we will. Thank you, Denise. So
Thank
have a great
you.
afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I had fun talking to everyone.
And this has been PairFect.
Yes.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral
With
ng mga
cell
bayarin
sites, it
sa
affords
bahay.
us better
Kahit
cooperation
kami,
and
nagtaka sa biglang
communication
laki
with
ng
the outside
electricity
world.
bill namin.
Because it
Huwag pong mga bang
is
maputulan.
vital
Sinisigurado
for
ng
FE and
Meralco
RMF
na walang
to have
disconnection
this.
hanggang September.
We are now dependent on this
Estimated bills
cellular
lang ang
signal.
natanggap natin ng
And
March,
it has helped us
April,
a lot.
at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isa't na ito para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na.
Connectivity is not a problem because we allowed these cell sites to prevail and to be on our roof deck and our
Yan
helipad.
lang po ang ating
Hindi
babayaran.
tayo mawalan ng
Hanggang
signal
3 buwang
sa lahat ng rooms namin dahil may cell site tayo sa taas.
At June
It's one of our
naka-actual
major
reading,
advantages.
ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang
I
ating
think that's the
babayaran.
greatest decision
Hanggang
that
4
I was
na
a part
buwang konsumo.
of.
Walang
Because
labis.
if
Tandaan,
not,
kung
we
ano
would
lang na
probably be in
konsumo,
a
yun
worse
lang
case
ang
right
babayaran.
now.
ako po si
I'm
Mateo G.
thankful that
At ako naman po,
we
si
allowed
Sarge.
these cell sites
G?
to be installed. I'd like to think and hope that all hospitals have that. We have not had any case of cancer regarding cell sites. As a matter of fact, we employ many cell sites and many boosters inside the hospital. For us, it has saved lives.
I think with this new normal, we have realized that we are more dependent on this technology.
Cell sites, if not connectivity, are a must.